What is good, gang? It's your boy Ryan back at it with another episode. This one's very special. Once again, I got another guest again, and this guest, how should I describe him? Future Marvin Harrison Jr. owner, the Tankin' Straw Hats. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for
having me.
I appreciate it. I mean, great to have you here. First time I met you, you were in the back seat, bumping 6'9". Were you in a car seat?
Nah, if I was in the back, I wasn't. What? If
You were in the back. Wait, how old are you? I think you were in a car seat still.
No way.
But yeah, I mean, look at you now, man. Still can't swim. Don't got a bank account. Nah, I'm playing.
I'm hyped to be on though. When you sent out that text, that first text, like who wants to be on or whatever, I hit you up right away.
Yeah, you hit me up right away.
Because I knew this dynamic would go crazy.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. We got a little rivalry on here. Not really though.
It might be one-sided. I don't
know. So as everyone knows, coming on this podcast comes with an interview. So I'm gonna interview Mark. It's gonna be fun as hell. I have some questions ready for him. So let's get it. Mark says he knows what the first question is. I wonder if he's right. Ready?
Yeah.
Why haven't you played me in Madden since August?
That's not what I thought the first question was gonna be.
Real truth. Why haven't you played me in Madden?
I'm not
since August. How are you running from smoke?
Nah. I mean, I was a bit pressed after that last game. I'm not gonna lie. Burrow, I was using Burrow. He wasn't calling the audible.
Yeah.
Because of the momentum in it.
Oh yeah, the momentum's crazy in Madden.
Yeah.
Man.
And then that's why I lost, because I was on goal line and I tried to call a slant in for Jamar and
it off.
And like it didn't call the slant. He ran the wrong route and he picked it off.
Damn. Man.
But then honestly, when school started, I haven't really been hopping on the game that much. Like Fortnite came back.
Oh yeah, like the old map or whatever.
So I was on that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't even been on the game like that. Like I haven't been on Madden in like a month. Like really on Madden. I hopped on Ultimate Team for a little bit, but I haven't like actually played a full game in a while.
You know what? Screw the podcast. Let's play right now. That's like now. Word. So I just wanted to know if you're running from smoke or not.
Nah, I never run from smoke.
Okay. So next thing I didn't do my first fantasy league till 8th grade. I can't imagine starting a dynasty team the age that you did, because there's a lot that you have to know and stuff. It's actually impressive. When did you start getting the football? And how'd you learn everything? I made this question, and then Chris sent that notebook of yours into the chat the other day. Is that your writing?
Yeah, that was mine.
That was.
I made that when I was like 3, probably.
Nice. So you were on football early.
It had to have been older, because I didn't know how to spell then either. But I didn't really know like letters back then. So like.
No one did.
Yeah. But no, that's what I'm saying. Probably like when I was like 5 or 6, I wrote that.
Okay.
But I wasn't really like into football like that. Honestly, I just started really getting into it when we started this league.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to be in a fantasy league for a while, and I jumped at the opportunity when we had this league.
Mm-hmm.
And like I didn't. That's why like my startup. I mean, it was different because it was dynasty, but like I was kind of just going based off rankings. I didn't really like know. I knew the best players and like the above average players, but I didn't really know like the depth. Like now I'm sitting here picking up like randos off the waiver.
Okay.
So my thought, like, I don't know, like I've always kind of been into it. Like I've known like what's been going on in the league and stuff. Just being around like Mike, who's a big football guy, and like Chris.
You're a Jets fan too, right?
Yeah, I'm a Jets fan. But I didn't really start liking the Jets, liking them until I liked them. Like I was always a fan of them, obviously, because that's just where I grew up in. But when we drafted. So last year when we drafted Sauce and Garrett, that was the first season where I actually like cared about them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just because like we drafted like good players and like whatever.
Also, fantasy just gets you into
football.
Yeah.
So. And I don't know, like I'm kind of at this age now where it's like I never really had the attention span for a football game before, like to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
So now I can kind of like I can actually like understand like what's going on. And
what is your watching experience like? Do you put on a game or do you watch Red Zone all day?
Nah, it's Red Zone all day.
Red Zone all day.
I actually my least favorite game is to watch are primetime games. I usually tune out. Like I usually don't really watch primetime games that much. Like I was not tuned into the Jacksonville
Bengals won.
Cincy game.
I mean,
yeah.
there hasn't really been that many good primetime games this year. I think that's kind of why.
I mean,
the Thursday night games are terrible.
I watched all the Jets primetime games,
Mhm.
but I don't really like, especially if it has no fantasy implications for me. Like, I don't really watch
No.
any other primetime games.
Yeah.
Because I like Red Zone because it's just straight action. Like,
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, what I was saying was like I kind of just got into it like when we started this league around that time.
Makes sense.
But I think it was a good age to start getting into it at.
Yeah, where were you in
I was
7th?
8th.
8th. Okay.
I was going into 8th.
Oh, same with me. Okay. Next, I want to cause some beef in the Malati household with this question.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the better GM between your brothers?
Oof.
And who do you go to for fantasy advice?
Actually, that's a really easy one.
Who is
And
it?
they both know the answer. It's Mike for both of those questions.
Yeah.
I think Mike's the better. I think Mike's the better GM.
I'm just grabbing my water.
There you
I'm thirsty.
I think Mike's the better GM.
Oh wait, my bad. I already have one. Sorry, keep going.
There you go. I think Mike's the better GM. And I always go to him like if there's like a potential trade or something, and I'm always like, what do you think of this? But usually we have like a group chat between the three of us. I'll usually send it in there. But sometimes I know it's a trade that Chris will like be like try to like fuck me over on. Like so if I send it, he's like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like Mike, even though we're in the same division and we're rivals, he always tries to give me honest advice about it. And I don't really know if Chris says that or not because Chris is always fucking around. Like I'll tell him something, and like we're always disagreeing on fantasy topics. Like just because he's always trolling. Like
he's either trolling or his analytics are just
off. But we always kind of like start like not arguing, but like we're always like going back and forth about debating. Like because I'm telling him like as a dynasty team you shouldn't like your team was not good anymore and like you're trading for like Eckler you're trading Brees for Eckler like that's not a good trade.
And no one really knows what he's doing.
And
he's like in the middle of win now and tanking.
Yeah, and he's the first one to hop on people for like not knowing what they're doing and like bad analytics. Yeah. So I think Mike's the better GM, and I think it's pretty evident because he's.
I mean, if you look at their teams in history, I'm pretty sure Mike is the better one. Wait, Chris might have more wins all the time.
Well, Chris went nuts that first year.
He had 10 the first year.
Oh, yeah, Mike has 10
now. What did Chris do last year?
He had 3 wins.
Oh yeah, Mike definitely has more wins.
Mike had like 4.
Yeah. Oh, last year?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they might be really close in wins.
Yeah, he was the second pick. That's why.
I know Chris has the least amount of points in league history though.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
I don't really check the spreadsheet like that.
I think you're third to last or second to last. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but honestly,
but Chris being last was surprising.
Yeah, because he did really well. My startup was kind of like I don't know. I mentioned this when we had that question about the startup or whatever. My startup was like, again, like I said, like I was just going down the rankings kind of.
Yeah.
My startup was like, it had like some big names, but I definitely missed out on some people. And I think we all did because it was like no one really knew how to draft a dynasty.
Yeah.
Like a dynasty.
You also were like half not knowing if we were definitely doing dynasty or not. I remember.
Yeah, because
some people wanted to do.
We decided
keeper.
After. Yeah.
We decided after. Like I feel like I would have drafted differently if I knew. Like I drafted Julio Jones. Like
yeah.
Kind of early. Like I don't know. And also the steal in that draft was Debo. Debo, like even though he didn't have a great year last year, he I think he went like 8th or 9th round, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah. So that draft was just really weird.
Yeah, I mean, I got caught pretty late, like relatively late for what, like he ended up being. I got him like the 5th.
Wait, who?
Cup.
That's crazy.
But he wasn't really like.
Wait, didn't he have the crazy season
after?
Yeah.
It wasn't like he wasn't supposed to be.
In the year you drafted him.
Yeah. I think the steal of the draft. Well, this might be biased, but I think it was Burrow in the 9th. Just because it gave me the opportunity to get a franchise QB.
Was he a rookie that year?
He tore his ACL.
The year before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this was his going into his sophomore season.
I can't believe it was taken that late.
Well, that Dom, that was the original Dom taking last pick because Dom had his eyes on Burrow, and I took him right before.
Yeah.
But
should have took him rounds before that though.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, because no one really knew how he was gonna play.
No.
And I honestly, I just kind of like, I barely knew anything about him. Like I remember watching him get drafted.
Wait, who?
Burrow.
Oh, Burrow, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this. I know this guy's like the first overall. He's supposed to be really good. Like,
yeah.
So I kind of just picked him, but I didn't even think anything of it until I was like, wait, this guy's like a top QB in the league.
Yeah,
like,
he's a best college quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Well, best season, I should say.
Yeah.
That season was wild. Yeah. Wait, so who was your first pick in that draft?
Dalvin Cook.
Damn.
At the 2.
I mean, he was nice that year, though.
Yeah, I traded him after that season, though.
To me.
Yeah.
Right?
For Zeke and Burks.
Now I have Zeke back.
Yeah, and I still have Burks.
Interesting.
Well, it was Zeke in the 104, obviously.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It could have been, if it was Zeke and Garrett, that would have changed completely.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like I would have won that trade so heavily.
Oh yeah.
But it was Zeke and Burks, like.
Zeke and Burks. I actually think Zeke's gonna do good for me, but.
What, not Ramondre's out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have you going all the way though.
I don't think I do.
You said you don't have yourself going all the way either, right?
I definitely think there's a chance I could win because like I have the team that could like they could do it, but the way the year's just been going, I don't think I'm going to. I kind of, I'm not gonna tank obviously, but I just want an earlier pick.
Nah, you were saying some shit today or yesterday.
No, it's today.
You were
because I want to. I rather lose right away than losing the championship because it picks 100%.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like in the playoffs, not obviously not the regular season.
Yeah, not the regular season, of course.
Nah, but. I'm like, I think we could win it all. I don't know.
I don't see how anyone can get past Mike, man.
Yeah, but like,
Mike's team's
just
because
fantasy is fantasy, like anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Keenan Allen. There was a Keenan Allen scare last week when he was almost out.
Yeah.
And that could have destroyed Mike's season because if Keenan Allen goes out, it's over.
And it sucks because he got Keenan Allen for a bag of chips.
I know, yeah.
That made his team OP. That put him.
Well,
like his team was already going to be really good, but I feel like that put him on another.
Yeah,
level.
it was for Rashi, right? Rashi?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. But, like, no one really thought again, I thought Keenan was going to get hurt. Last year, I had him on my team, and he got hurt for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where I was sitting there asking Massimini and Bio, like, how long does it take to heal a hamstring injury? And he was telling me, like, these answers, and I was like, wait, Keenan's been out longer than this, though. So I thought he'd be out I thought he'd just get hurt in, like, week 3.
Yeah, especially being older.
Which is why I also loved QJ as a prospect.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I
know
know Mike Williams
was either Mike Williams or Keenan Allen to get hurt.
But I thought they were both going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And if Keenan doesn't get hurt, like, that's fine. They're completely different receivers. But
yeah.
I knew Mike Williams was going to get hurt.
He always does.
And QJ's been dropping shit, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been disappointing. Well, I know he's not the answer to my next question, definitely. Who is your favorite rookie draft pick so far?
Ooh. Like, from this rookie draft? Or
no, just like all time, you're in all the rookie drafts you had.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess you only had 2.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a second in the first one. I don't know, man. I like Zay a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my top 2 gotta be, I don't know who I'd pick, gotta be Ken Walker in London.
Okay.
Because
you like Drake London?
Love him.
Okay.
He's like,
he's gonna be good.
If anyone ever B-Rod knows, like he's like sent me like screenshots of the city of London before, and I'm just like, yeah, you can't get him, man. Like,
yeah, I know you value him high.
Like I had the opportunity to trade him for the 103 in the offseason, and I just said no for it. So I could have traded him for JSN. Well, now I guess it could have been Neighbors or Harrison, but Chris told me he wouldn't have done that if it was me, because he wanted to hold out B-Rod's team another year, which is why he did it.
Yeah, of course.
But I still want Drake London over JSN because I think it's just a shitty situation he's in, which is why I think him and Ken Walker are so different for me of who's my favorite pick out of them, because Ken Walker's been doing shit like now, and like he's been like that exciting running back that I like watching every week.
Yeah,
but
Kenneth Walker's sick.
Drake London's the guy I like having, like he's always gonna get the start no matter if he dropped 1.8 last week, but like, he's gonna get the start like this week too.
Yeah.
And like he's one of the guys I'm actually excited to watch him develop, and like I want to see him progress through his career the most, you know what I mean? So I think he's something special. And
he's young too, like
he
has a lot of time to get good.
Yeah, exactly.
Was he 22,
21?
I think he's 22.
He just turned 22.
Yeah. You guy's younger than me, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know, that's the funny part about Dynasty, like Like,
I'm
these guys
just
are coming
I'm just
in the
picking
league.
up guys like drafting and they're younger than me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I feel so old. It's like in Madden how I could create myself and actually make it my actual birthday now.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. All right, moving on. I think you kind of said it before. Your best pick from the startup draft, is it Burrow?
Yeah. I mean, in terms like statistically, it's probably Cup
True.
because Cup had his like historic season on my team,
Mm-hmm.
and he was doing it again last year.
But yeah,
And-
before he got hurt, he was
Yeah, he was
dropping
doing it before he got hurt.
like 4 a game like easily.
And him and Keenan Allen got hurt at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and I could have easily been a playoff contender. Like I was 1 game out at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't that buns last year. I'll be honest. Like
Really?
I was 1
I'm
game
kidding.
out.
I'm kidding. I
was 1 game out.
always forget that you weren't like always trash.
It came down to week like 13 or something for me last year.
Yeah.
And if I lost that week, and then week 14 was like it could still happen, but I needed so much shit to
Yeah,
happen.
there was like 4 people go. I think
It was
all,
me. Yeah, it was
you,
all
Brandon,
4
Dom,
besides Jack.
Yeah, like mostly everyone was fighting for that seed.
Yeah. So
Anyone could have made it.
I
Kind of like this year.
yeah. I mean not me.
You're not you though. No.
Or Alex. We're both
Yeah,
eliminated.
you guys are eliminated.
But I think, like, in terms of analytics, like, Cup was probably the best because he, drafted in the 5th, had his historic season, but he's not even on my team anymore. So, like, that kind of devalues him for me because even though he'll always have, he'll always have, like, a place in the Straw Hats facility,
Mm.
like, I just sold him to you.
Yeah.
But he's buns now, though, I'll be honest.
Man, he's killing me.
Yeah.
And I can't believe, like, I thought it was a great trade, and I thought it'd be worth it to maybe, like, slightly overpay by giving those 2 first. I thought Cam Akers was gonna, like, fall off anyway, so I didn't really.
I kind of got excited with the Cam Akers. Like, I thought, like,
he had potential. He
that's
just.
what I'm saying. And then Kyron took over, and he got traded.
Well, he got.
And-
Oh yeah, Kyron did take over. Yeah, and then he got hurt on the Vikings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Tragic.
Burrow, like that, like I was saying before, Burrow, like drafting a franchise QB that late, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just
It's a
like
steal.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I know he could be a QB1.
And you don't have to worry about, like, even though I hate Burrow, you don't have to worry about quarterback for like a really long time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because like I don't know, like B-Rod's situation is like I think Herb's gonna be good,
Yeah.
but like. If you have to start Geno, like did you start Geno this year at all?
I don't think Gino's on his team anymore.
I thought
Last
he
year
started
he was
early in the year.
playing him, I think.
I mean, I guess he was good last year though, but like, I want to have, even though Burrow's not doing anything this year because he was battling injury all year and now he's hurt. Like I know he'll come back next year. He'll be a QB1, and I don't have to worry about it. Like Chris is in a horrible situation for that, and like for QB. That's kind of a rough one to not have from the jump because like Mike just had a good pick in Stroud.
Yeah.
But like
Well, actually, no, he didn't even pick him.
it was
that
it was a
BS with
stupid
Steven.
loophole.
I'm so mad. I had the next pick. I was picking Stroud. I'm so
I was
mad.
between Stroud and Bryce, man, but I was like, Bryce is the first overall pick, like he's got to be good.
Yeah. I still think he's going to be.
Yeah.
Is that what you thought the first question was going to be?
No.
Let me get Bryce Young.
No.
Rashawn White.
No, I didn't think it was gonna be anything about trade.
Oh, what was it?
I thought the first question was gonna be why are you tanking?
Oh.
Um,
I mean, I can't max that anymore. We got a week left. It's just done with. You're eliminated.
Yeah, I know, but I thought
The game this week's for the pick.
It is for the pick.
Yeah.
But I hope I win.
You hope you win?
No, can I say I hope I lose now?
I mean,
But I mean
I wouldn't say it on camera.
I mean I was watching. I hadn't watched your podcast with B-Rod yet.
Yeah.
So I just watched it before I came here.
Oh, nice.
And I saw he was saying about what we were talking about Frisbee, which is like the 1A 1B in this class with Marv and Neighbors.
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't be mad at getting Neighbors, but now I kind of have to get Marv for the lore. Like I've been sending these like pictures of Marv the whole
that's-
season. Like I gotta get him.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta get him.
and I think he just like
Imagine he doesn't go into the draft.
like, if he goes
Isn't
back
that,
to high
isn't that
school.
like, didn't he say that recently that he might not go in the draft?
Yeah, but he's lying.
Gotta be.
Because he like the way he reacted to his last game, like he wouldn't if he knew like he wouldn't react to his last game like that.
Yeah, you're right.
And if you're going top 3 as a wide receiver, like that's nuts.
Yeah. Nah, his potential's crazy. The thing is, like, I get why college players stay in the like in college longer now because they're NIL
Yeah,
deals.
he's probably making so much money.
Yeah, crazy.
Like Caleb was
Caleb is
talking
probably
about
yeah. Caleb probably makes more money now
that he went on
than
rookie
he will
deal.
on his rookie deal.
Yeah,
and
which
that's
is insane.
a lot of like rookie superstars going in.
I hate Caleb as a prospect, or like not as a prospect. Like I think he's good
As a
like,
person,
Yeah,
because
like
he cries.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like
He seems a little.
He's got to
He's
mature
worrying
up.
me about like at least being a little diva. Like
That's what I'm saying. He's got to get mature like quick for the NFL.
And also like he wanted to like partly own like a team.
Yeah, that was so
like
dumb.
Dude, get drafted first.
Yeah, he said he wanted a stake
like,
in the team.
Yeah,
stake of ownership or whatever. Like what,
crazy.
bro? Like you're like 20.
You're like 20 and like play football.
Yeah.
Why do you need to own a team? No athlete has ever done that.
I know, it's actually crazy.
It's very deep.
He's acting like a bitch. Like
yeah. Let's see. We gotta move on just because I have a good amount of questions.
Mm.
Do you have any players that you think will be straw hats for life? Or is everyone on the table?
I think everyone's on the table, but I think it kind of has to be like that for every GM. Like for you, like Jettas, right? Like
yeah.
Like if someone came and offered you like 5 firsts for him, like would you take that? Like if I offered you 5 firsts right now, would you take that?
Nice try. No.
No, like I don't know. For me, like everyone has to be on the table because my most valuable piece is probably it's not super flex, so probably not Burrow, but like I don't even know who my most valuable.
No,
piece
I
is.
get it though. Yeah.
Like, cause I'm not gonna if it's like an absurd deal, like that T Higgins trade for like a bunch of picks. Like I'd do that shit in an instant for anyone on my team because you're just getting so much in return that I don't think you can justify saying no to that.
Well,
for one player.
That will probably never happen again.
Well, I'm
that
saying,
trade,
like, but
that
like,
was wild.
Like that type of like return on a trade or on a player.
Yeah.
But there is people that like I have as untouchables more than others.
100%.
Like Burrow, just because I want to be set for QB.
They're like untouchable because like it's very, very unlikely someone even offers like what they have to offer to get.
Exactly, yeah. Like Drake London, even though he's not good right now, like he's kind of untouchable for me because like
he's just your guy.
Exactly, he's my guy, and I want to see him develop.
Yeah, that's the thing about Dynasty. It's not even about getting like the best players. Like you want to get players that like you want to rock with and root for, and they're your guys.
I'm mad I traded Kittle because he was my guy.
I forgot you had him.
I had him. I traded him for Muth and Rashad White.
Yeah, you were selling.
That was horrible.
No, Rashad White's tough.
Yeah, but I traded Kittle. But then that made me get Laporta.
True.
Because I wouldn't have asked for Laporta.
Yeah, and I'd rather have Laporta dynasty wise.
Than Kittle? Yeah, me too.
Because Kittle, I mean, he's just older. Laporta's an actual beast.
Laporta,
he's really good.
He'll just be the new Hawk probably.
New Hawk?
Yeah.
It's gonna be better than him.
Well, I'm saying like that type of like because they're both coming from the Lions. The Lions always seem to find a way to get like these good tight ends.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ken Walker, I could have traded Ken and a second. I could have traded Ken in my second last year, for Jahmyr Gibbs for the 102. I had that offer on the table, and I said no.
Yeah, from Chris, right?
No, from Mike.
Oh wait, what was it?
Ken Walker, and the 204.
Oh, okay.
For the 102.
Oh yeah.
And I said no to that. And this was before Zach Jarvis got drafted to there. But I still wanted like Ken's my guy. I wanted him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he was one of the first the few players in the original rookie draft. I didn't really know much about anyone. Like I kind of looked up a video right before. I knew I was taking Ken and Drake, but then I
don't think anyone did. Like this year, it was very noticeable. Everyone was way more prepared.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
Because like the 10 minutes before we left for the draft, I remember looking up Garrett Wilson or Traylon Burks Dynasty, like non-super flex.
Watching their highlights.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think anyone's on the table if anyone wants to reach out for an offer for me, but like there's guys that like you gotta go into it being like I know it's harder to get him than
100%.
other people.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Rashad's on the table.
But I feel like we all have a lot of guys like that we just they're our guys.
Yeah, like Chris with Pickens. Like Chris would never trade Pickens.
Yeah. Who would you compare your fantasy team to if you had to compare it to a team in real life?
I don't know. Like we're like the Panthers might be an accurate comp, but I don't think I'm shitty enough to be the Panthers
No, I don't think you're that bad.
because we have some star power.
And you should have won games, and it's not like you're the lowest scoring team in the league.
Yeah, like I just dropped like 130 last week or this week or like 140 or whatever.
Yeah, so like you're capable.
Dom beat me because like his team just went off. I don't know, like maybe like I don't know. I went to the Texans though. Like the Texans are doing good.
Yeah. They're like in between that.
Yeah,
Panthers
exactly.
and Texans.
Because I'm a really young team too, so it's like it's not like I'm just like I don't know, like low key like the Bengals or some shit.
You're not like the Bengals.
Yes, I am.
Bro, the Bengals were in the playoffs.
Right now they're not.
Oh, I guess.
Right now they're shitty.
Beat the Jags last night.
Yeah, but like I don't know who my team would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too. It's tough. Commanders.
Yeah.
Low key.
The Commanders.
Yeah. Low key. Next, your player comp, like how you played in the Turkey Bowl.
Turkey Bowl. I think Tank Dell.
Tank Dell is spot on.
Even
right?
before I watched that like thing,
Mhm.
when Chris and I were talking about it,
Uh-huh.
I said like we both said Tank Dell. Like
Yeah.
I think just the way I played, like the way I like was playing, like just like